Good morning, Mr. Alistair.
Morning, lads.
Good.
I might not be able to stay too long. My neighbour's had a stroke and I'm picking up her daughter to take her up to the hospital.
Oh,
That's quite okay, Alistair.
I'm very sorry to hear that, Alistair, but
Yeah.
I understand. We totally understand. Morning, Steve.
Morning.
No, Alistair, I'm doing what Johnny normally does. So I've got Alistair, Scotland, which is very nice.
Yes.
Fruity's gone to make a cup of tea, so while he's away, did you play did Hearts play yesterday?
Yeah, we won 3-1 against Dundee United.
Excellent. So you're up round the top there, aren't you?
We're third.
That's brilliant. That's good. And I noticed that not that you'll be pleased to know, I take an interest obviously in Hibs because of Gary for Lee Johnson.
Oh right, yeah.
He's obviously from Bristol, ex-Bristol City manager.
Well, Dave, he played for Hearts,
Did he?
Yeah.
Here comes Brad. Here comes Brad.
Oh, excellent. Oh, blimey, this is great. Hello, Steve.
Morning,
I'm just
everyone.
trying to rename you.
Good morning. Yeah, morning.
Are you going to judo later, Fruity?
Sorry?
Are you going to judo class later?
I got my black belt out.
You've just dressed up smartly. You're wearing your bathrobe so that you're matching up with Brad. Looking good, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Oh, flipping great.
Yeah, and before we go any further, I need to apologise, Brad, for getting your discharge book mixed up with the other Kiwi. I apologise.
He's not a Kiwi. Right. He lives in Adelaide.
Oh, the other guy. Okay, yeah.
What's it?
Yeah,
Andy Andy Rowlands, wasn't it?
Yeah, Andy Rowlands. Yeah, I'll have to make sure I don't mess up today, otherwise Fruity was going to kill me.
Yeah.
No,
Well, John's firing system, Fruity.
Yeah, well, of course, that's the problem, isn't it, Steve?
It is a problem. It's called the iPhone. Yeah, I know. Anyway.
You just put your hand in the waste bucket and see what comes out.
Here comes
Brad. I've put NZ at the moment just to it could extend into other things.
That's fine.
Brad, where are you at the moment? I lose track. Are you in hospital or at home?
I'm at home.
Oh, fantastic.
Good.
This is even better. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it wasn't easy getting here. They released me on Tuesday, readmitted me on Thursday. I had a bit of a minor setback over Wednesday. So they ordered me back in, put me on 6 litres of fluids, a litre of blood, and I've had a really nice bounce back from that. So they kicked me out again yesterday. Okay. So I've been enjoying 2 days at home with all the creature comforts, decent food, a little bit of exercise, But I do have to go to a clinic virtually every day, either kidney or liver. But tomorrow I got a day off because I was doing so well on my last test, so they'll give me
Good.
tomorrow off.
Good.
So yeah, small achievements.
Oh.
I've managed to walk unassisted to the end of my drive, which is about 30 meters there and back. And I couldn't do 5 meters last week. So to be able to walk 60 meters on my own.
You'll be all right for the Olympics then, for the marathon.
Yeah, just I'm just over the moon.
Yeah,
Good.
you're looking
Oh,
good. You're
brilliant.
looking good.
Yeah, you look great.
Yeah, well, just a quick morning or evening, because morning for BBC Pete and evening for Stephen Mary Watsy. All right, good to see you, both of you as well.
Hi,
Good night.
Steve.
Good day.
Yeah.
See you,
Bye now.
Alistair, I've got an update for you on Arriva.
Right.
Arriva.
It was all right, the guy said. The only drawback, like Iona, some bars you can only get certain drinks in.
All right. Was the food okay?
Yeah, he said yeah, generally it was all right.
Right.
Arriva.
Yeah, it's my 70th this year, so we're thinking of doing a cruise. So it's Ventura or Arvia, whatever it's called.
Arvia.
Arvia.
Is that what you're going on, Steve Walker?
Yes, I'm going on there for my 70th, actually.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm younger than you, Steve.
You can wait by a month or two.
Yeah, I always knew there was a difference. I knew it.
Yeah. So I've been reading some very good reviews about it, Alistair.
Yeah, actually, I found out on Friday this my mate in the pub, his niece is on it at the moment. They just joined about 2 days ago.
Yeah.
3 days ago. So I'll get another report from them.
Yeah. They had a few problems when he sailed out on his first cruise, apparently, but after that, it's all starting to get right now.
But I mean,
This
whoever
guy-
goes on
This guy I spoke to, Steve, he went on the second one out to Barbados on it. And he said, I think it was about 3 days out, they ran out of one of the popular lagers, Moretti, I think it was. And then when they did have it, you could only get it in one bar. They have this silly thing, they've got it on Iona as well, I believe, that some bars only sell certain drinks. So like you can go in one, but you can't get a gin and tonic.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Can't get a gin and tonic?
yeah, so I was told, yeah, you've got to go somewhere else, which is
I'll have
bloody nuts.
a word with the bar manager when I get there.
Yeah. Bobo?
Lovely. Where's Bob? Oh, Bobo, where are you at the moment? You back in London? I keep forgetting where you are.
Well, sometimes I do. I'm back in London and I'm at my Sunday jaunt, which is the Starbucks at the Excel.
Oh, you should tell Ollie that.
Yeah,
Bobo.
it's good. It's nice and quiet. I've got a whole lounge to myself. And Colonel, is the view okay for you today?
That's good. But if you give Ollie a ring and tell him you've got free Wi-Fi at Starbucks.
I will. Yeah.
Well,
Can you take his chair with him, though?
Yeah, take his chair. I was just interested because I just cut in, but a few minutes ago, but I was listening. So how many guys in the group are 70 this year? Because I'm 70 on the 29th of March. So it's 1, 2, 3. Is it 3 of us? Wow. We're only young, guys. We're only young. Yeah. So.
You can all fuck off.
Well, that was very vocal, Fruity. I'm not saying that you're old. Not at all. Anyone up over 70 is great. It's really good.
That was from the old fart.
From the old part. Yeah.
Bob's not on. Blackpoolbobs.com.
The site, or you can drop it a little bit, but not much.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Well,
Well,
years
it's on
passed
at the
by
moment about
quickly.
190, so you can drop it to 180. Yeah.
okay. So, yeah. So I'm all good here in London. Yeah. I'm going to go for a big bike ride in a minute and see what I can find. I always find something. I joined all the demonstrators during the week, which was good.
Yes, we saw that. No, was it you causing all the problems, Bobo?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Good boy.
They were messing up my bike ride, guys. I couldn't get a clear run down Oxford Street. Yeah. So I followed them all the way down to Piccadilly and Trafalgar Square. And then I had my little plaque outside 10 Downing Street. So
did you?
Yeah, I've got more money. They said the Prime Minister rang me and said, Bobo, no problems. You got more money. Anyway, that's my
Bobo's
word.
not worth what it used to be.
No, that's right. I'm afraid to say. Yeah.
There we go. So now BBC Pete.
Yes.
Morning to you.
Hiya.
Now, Pete, is that looking behind you, the ship behind you? Because you're right there. Is it Arcadia or no?
Yes, it is indeed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's on her maiden voyage.
Oh, crikey. Well, we better ask Fruity, what was that like?
I think it's coming into Aden or something like that.
Right.
Somewhere around the Middle East.
I'll have to phone a friend.
Okay, well, good luck on that one as well, Fruity.
Very quick, eh? Very quick.
In a nice way. Sorry, Martin, we haven't said hello, Martin. Is that your fish pond behind you?
Yeah, that's the Koya carp pond. Yeah.
Flipping heck, great stuff. Thinking. So where are we at home at the moment?
We're at home and I'm cooking a pizza, so I can't stay long.
Nice.
So, but anyway, I just saw Macca's message saying he's not going to be able to make it. But yeah, it's a lovely night here tonight. I can see your photo behind you, Steve. It looks fantastic. Sydney's
Beautiful, right?
at its best tonight.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Well, is that what you just taken that recently then, Stephen?
Yeah, the other night.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Beautiful,
Yes.
It's
Now,
fantastic weather.
What time of night? What time of night was that taken? About 9 o'clock or?
No, a bit earlier than that.
Earlier.
Why am I on twice?
Yeah, it's bad enough having you on the once, Steve. This is marvellous. Were you trying to change the backdrop, Steve Walker?
Touched something and it all went to pot.
Yeah. Oh well, we're not going. We're not having that today because it's bad for your health, isn't it, Pete?
I wouldn't know what the hell you're talking about.
No, because Pete's been reading up on it. All right.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
I'll leave it for now. I'm not going to. I'll leave it for now.
Okay.
How are you, Brad?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Martin.
You're looking
I'm
better.
home now. Yeah, much better.
Oh,
this
that's
week.
good.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's great, mate.
yeah. So
Where's Macca then? Out for Jari?
I
Just a
don't
phone.
know.
that's what
Yeah, he said he was at a function.
Yeah.
That
It'd be
means
free.
Jari.
Yeah.
It'd be free, Dave. He wouldn't be paying for it.
We don't like doing that, do we?
Well,
Coming out
true.
your way tomorrow, Martin.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my granddaughter is. It's her birthday today, 5-year-old. We've been celebrating her 5th birthday today at a party, but tomorrow for her birthday, she's going to the next to Panthers there, the iFly,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, they've got a
indoor
flight
flying
simulator
centre,
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fantastic. I watched them do it, but
Yeah. She
blimey,
did it.
they-
She did it 6 months ago for I don't know, whatever, another event. She did it for Father's Day with her dad. but it's her birthday today, so all she wanted to do was go back to skydiving. So we're there tomorrow.
Well,
Yeah. Well, that's probably safer to do that than jumping out of a plane, I'd say.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, especially for a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
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 Let's pay an
Yeah.
act. Dear, oh dear. So, I saw the message from Blackpool Bob, and his obviously he's got additions to the dog family with the 5 puppies, and apparently they went for a weigh-in, and they're what are they now? They're about
£2.
£2 each. A bag of sugar in weight, 5 of them. But it was, funnily enough, I was thinking of him because when he comes down to you in Australia, is the day that Bristol, or the day after he gets there, is when Bristol City host Blackpool in the league. And he said that he was obviously, it was a year ago, Bristol City played Blackpool in the league up at Blackpool a year ago. And it was our wedding anniversary, because you're saying about your granddaughter's birthday today. Our wedding anniversary is tomorrow, boys. So we're going to be, we'll have to be going out and just acknowledgement. It's more than not a major celebration, but it's an acknowledgement for me, and obviously for Pat, it's a commiseration.
How many years, Dave?
It'll be, crikey, what was it last? 41 years. Yeah.
We're coming up for 40 this year, Dave.
Oh, congratulations. When's yours, Martin?
Ours is in October.
Around about
October,
October, or have you got an actual date?
Yeah, the 8th of October.
Well, it's just testing you.
I can remember it, but my wife can't.
Well done, well done. Flipping out.
I've been in communication with Peter Pratt, by the way, and he's on his way to Singapore on the Queen Mary 2, and he's having a good time.
Good.
Yeah,
lovely. Is he writing his trilogy, the 3rd of his trilogy on there?
I didn't ask him what he's doing on board, Dave. No, I didn't. But,
okay, well, there you are. We're in limbo now, aren't we?
Yeah.
No, don't know. Is that one of Blackpool Bob's dogs behind you, Steve?
No, that's my daughter has just purchased an 8-week-old pup, but I sent the photo to Bob to ask him what breed it was. I mean, they look so alike, but they are a different breed. They are a different breed. He's 8 weeks old.
No.
Stevie, yeah, she called him Trafford, Steve.
Trafford.
Trafford. Whoa.
But he's very much like Bob's Daisy. But he's what they call a groodle, a golden retriever poodle.
No.
Yeah.
Groodle.
A groodle.
Groodle, they call him, yeah.
Oh.
He looks quite big compared to Bob's.
He's only 8 weeks, Dave.
Oh, fantastic.
Well,
fantastic. Hey, now, talking about special wedding anniversaries, Martin, what's your wife's name, Martin?
Sue.
Sue. Well, we won't tell Sue that you've got your girlfriend behind you. All right. Okay. Marvelous. Marvelous. Hey, Sue, I know you want to say hello to Brad. See, Brad's here.
Hi. How are you going now?
Yeah. Sun's up at the moment.
He's looking a lot better, actually.
He is looking a lot better. Yeah, first thing I said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking better than most of us.
Yeah.
I've had a really
They're
good
getting
week.
better and better every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
He's
at
over
home
now.
now.
Yeah.
So had a
Oh,
good
that's
week.
good. Yeah.
So
Nice to be at
look
home.
out. Oh, it certainly
Who
is.
did we lose?
This is Steve here. He lives in
Pete's
Winston.
gone.
Oh,
Pete's gone. Yeah. He'll
Yeah.
come back in again. He's
Yeah.
doing
We'll-
what Steve
we'll-
Walker does.
Yeah. We're coming up to our 40th wedding anniversary in May. Jonathan and I,
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah, she's
you'll be a bit more mobile by then, Brad.
Yeah, she's been great support. Couldn't have done it without her.
No.
So,
Oh, it makes us all feel really good. Honestly, the progress that we've been reading about and seeing you on the weeks in the past, but you're looking absolutely well, as good as anyone would hope.
Operation.
Yeah. It's probably the second most major operation they do. The next one above me would be heart and lung transplant.
Yeah.
So,
have you got to take some ongoing medication for forever and a day, Brad, after all this is over?
Yeah, I'm currently on about 27 pills a day. But over time, that will.
Do you rattle when you walk?
Yeah.
I tell you, it's bloody hard to shit some days.
That's brilliant. Go on.
Yeah.
Okay. I really wanted to know that.
Yeah.
I could tell you a whole lot more, Martin. I tell you, I've got some stories.
Just about to eat a nice pizza.
What sort of topping?
Yeah.
What's topping?
Barbecue.
Yeah. Pepperoni and fresh basil out my garden. Fresh mozzarella.
How do you grow pepperoni then?
I don't grow pepperoni. I said about grow basil, you idiot.
I was only taking the piss, Doris.
Right. Just make sure he doesn't.
He's just very sensitive.
Yeah.
Okay, take care, guys. I got to go and watch the pizza.
Bye.
Enjoy.
Yeah, Did he tell you I'm leaving him soon? I'm traveling. I'm going to Dubai.
Going to see our daughter next Thursday in Dubai.
Have a good time.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
That'll do. I'll spend up big on his behalf.
Lucky you.
Well,
Take that off. Right. Colonel, you need to take that off, I think.
Where is Taffy? Oh, in commiseration. Taffy.
It's done, I can smell it.
Huh?
Tell him it's done, I can smell it.
Oh dear, where is he?
He's got his black tie on.
Yeah.
And his armband.
Yes.
Hey, Alistair, notice that we haven't mentioned the rugby either.
No, it's all right, lads. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's not the first game that counts. It's the last one. It's everyone from now on that counts.
But I did not feel better after the England-Scotland game, I must admit, because it's one of the best, not because of the result particularly, but it was one of the best games of rugby I've seen in a while.
Yeah, it was a good game.
It was.
Good.
That's the way we're going to be playing it from now on, because they changed all the rules.
Yeah.
And that's so. Although I was so disappointed with the Welsh game, I'll get it out the way. At least this is the start now of the build-up to the World Cup, which the first game kicks off on the 9th of September, when many of us boys from the crew bar are going to be over in Ireland, hopefully. Dates are not firmed up yet, or anything is firmed up yet, but there's certainly going to be a Welsh presence over there. So for the kickoff of the Rugby World Cup, 9th of September, by the sounds of it, it's possibly Galway, which apparently is a really Irish jiggy town. So how about flying over? You would have already been over once, wouldn't it, John?
But yes, I'll be there in May. Are you going to the luncheon, Taffy?
I doubt if I'll be at that one, but that's another story. So it's a long way off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyhow, I heard a lovely lady's voice. Who have we got in?
Well,
Is that Brad's wife cooking breakfast or?
Breakfast.
No,
it's
no,
dinner,
no, it's
dinner.
not
not.
breakfast time. No breakfast time over there. Sorry. Who was that
It's
lady's
dinner
voice then?
It was my wife, Taffy. You just missed her. She's gone back in to check on the pizza.
Oh, well done, Steve. Sorry about the game yesterday. I was looking at it and thinking, my word, well done, Aston Villa. And then I thought, oh well, Jimmy Giswin will be doing a tap dance this morning. And so
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
Good
Chelsea
team, a good
fan,
team
isn't
out
he?
of luck.
Yeah, it was a big game tonight. Leeds and Notts Forest.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
well, what has happened to Liverpool, my team?
Ah,
Yeah.
Because it was my dad's team, and last year they were winning every weekend. So what's
Yeah.
happened to them?
Well,
They
see,
couldn't win an
Stevie,
argument,
Taffy, they've gone to pot.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Stevie
are.
Crowley be turning in his grave.
Yeah, like the Welsh team.
yeah.
We've got 6 months to get them right, so we got the right guy in there to do that. And I reckon it's all to do with this misogyny. What does it mean, misogyny? Somebody tell me what misogyny means.
Misogyny.
How do you spell it?
Well, you know what I'm talking about. The
I
word.
don't bloody know. Honestly,
Women, people who don't like women.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Because the Welsh
basically,
Rugby
yeah.
Union are up in that court over it, and there's inquiries and God knows going on. And I keep hearing this word misogyny, and I'm thinking, what is it bloody mean?
Prejudice
Well, it's-
against women.
Oh,
It's funny. It's funny you should mention that, Taffy. We had a prime minister here recently. Well, a few years back. Her name was Julia Gillard.
yeah, she's. I
She
tell you,
was-
man,
she
she's
was-
a high ratings girl.
She played the misogyny card against a guy called Tony Abbott, right? But the funny thing was, she was also, prior to becoming prime minister, she was the education minister. But she fell down when she pronounced hyperbole, hyperbole. And when she did that, she completely lost me.
Hey, but going back to the rugby, why are you haven't got substitutes now? What are they called? The replacements or something?
Yeah, same difference, Dave.
Yeah, but why? They've
Well,
always had substitutes.
because they must be copying the Americans, Dave.
Don't
Copy-
honestly. You always going to get substituted. You get a substitute.
They've been replacements for several years now, Dave.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like it, but Pete. Is it only in rugby, not in the football, though?
There's substitutes still in football.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll explain a little bit if you like, Dave, just briefly.
I'm going to have to go, lads.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
Alistair.
blame
See you, Alistair.
Well done yesterday, Al.
See, Alistair.
Okay,
Yes,
lads.
Alistair.
Sorry.
Yeah, safe journey to the hospital with
Okay, mate.
to help him out. Yeah, yes.
It used to be you couldn't replace a player unless there was a player injured on the field. That used to be the rule. You couldn't send another player on unless the player on the field had become injured. So you sent a replacement on. Then they tweaked the rules over the last 10 years or so to allow you to take up to 5 players off and put 5 players on in replace. So really it's been replacement for years. You don't have to have an injured player on the pitch just to put a new player on. So it is, like John says, it's gone a bit like the American way. It has gone a bit like that.
But if that replacement, you can replace him or her as well.
Yeah.
So somebody can come up for, say, someone who's injured. If they get treatment and is fit again, then they
Well,
can
yeah,
swap round.
that's the way the American football works.
Yeah, they can put him back on.
What, the injured one could come back on again?
Oh, yeah.
That's right. And the replacement that goes off.
Right. Right.
We had a situation yesterday where we put a reserve on for 15 minutes and then took him off.
Yeah.
What, in against the Palace?
Yeah.
Right.
When they scored the goal, he went defensive, didn't he?
I'm going to have to go as well. I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes now. So
Okay.
Got them fuzzy
Oh,
flies.
One of the
Martin,
night.
Martin, just a minute.
Yes.
There was
Yes.
that bloody player, that Irish player was on again yesterday, Doris. He's a number
Well, he
8
must be
for
good.
Ireland.
He must be good. He must be good, Al.
He was good.
He was good. Number 8,
He
a
was
big,
bloody-
bloody, massive giant of a
He,
man.
Yeah.
was
And
brilliant.
I can tell you with all truthfulness, he's no relation. All right, boys.
Hey,
You have a good night.
cheers,
Okay,
Martin.
okay,
Good luck
Martin.
with the footy.
Yeah, Martin.
How are
Okay.
you doing,
See
Brad?
Thanks,
How are you
Al.
doing, Brad? Well done.
Yeah. Real good.
So, Taffy. Oh, Taffy.
Yes.
I know you're showing obviously respect and very sad about the result yesterday, but you, with all that outfit on, I'm getting a bit nervous because it looks a bit like you're going to start goose stepping or something.
Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
But I'm in a really good mood because I tell you, I've just had my breakfast. I had breakfast in bed, but it's such a beautiful day out there today. Look at that.
Yeah.
Good here.
That's looking down the River Ebble, and it's absolutely gorgeous out there. It may be a bit cold, but I'll be out for a nice walk today, lads.
Same here. Same here.
You take
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So, no, Bobo. So, with yourself, you're going to be moving in with, not with Taffy, but quite close to Taffy in that within a few weeks.
Yeah, the legal part of it has been so slow. I'm waiting for the management agents to manage the flats they're dragging the chain, but we've got an assurance that we'll be in the first week of March.
Right, right.
So I'll be in there in March, but it's sort of, I won't be able to do anything to the flat, which I'm a bit annoyed because I'm chopping off to the Philippines and to Japan on the 10th of March. So I'm a bit, but anyway, I'll just get the keys and just
and then get sorted once.
Get sorted, and then when I come back. But I'm very, sorry.
Is the wedding going to be a live feed worldwide?
There's no wedding. It's cancelled. It's cancelled. No, I was getting married in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, but Bobo had made a fatal mistake. I didn't realize that it was Ramadan, and you can't get married. And our my fiance's best friend, her husband's is a Muslim, and they can't do anything. So anyway, we couldn't get married. So I put it off. But we the whole reason I'm going to go to the Philippines for a month is to plan things again. But just watch this space. That's all I can say. But it's been about 9 years watching this space. So yeah. So I'm going to be quite busy. I'm off to Amsterdam as well in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, Amsterdam.
Yeah, it's a friend of mine in Australia, a very good friend of mine, her daughter-in-law and 4 kids are actually flying from Australia next week to spend a couple of weeks in Iceland, but they're going from Amsterdam. So when they come back from Iceland, I'll meet them in Amsterdam. I've never been there, so I'm quite looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's nice.
so-
Yeah.
Some interesting cafes in Amsterdam.
well, I've heard. I just got to make sure that I'm on the straight and narrow.
The wedding,
may
might,
not-
the wedding might never take place after that visit anyway.
It's quite possible. I might be too dizzy after that. Yeah. So, but I am looking forward to Amsterdam because I've never been. And my son's best friend from Australia, She's a doctor there in the centre of Amsterdam, one of the major trauma hospitals in A&E. So I'm going to catch up with her as well. So a lot of things happening for me, and I'm looking forward to getting to Cardiff.
Yeah.
So I'll get sorted there, Taffy. So
Yeah, my homie down in the city.
yeah. So Taffy and I'll meet up, and Taffy knows exactly the location where I am, which is not a bad location, is it, Taffy?
Oh,
What did you
you're
call
in
him?
a bit.
Your homie?
Sorry?
But,
Your homie.
but Bobo, I don't know whether you were looking when you were over in Ireland for just for a bit of a job, just to earn a few bob just before Christmas. When you get to Cardiff, will you be looking for a cinema to possibly work in?
Absolutely, I've got a lot of experience.
Yes, you do have a lot of experience, and I wanted to ask you, when you first went to sea, you didn't say, look, I'm going to go to sea because I want to be a cinema attendant.
No,
but it came quite quickly, didn't it?
It did come quite quickly, because I flew out on that charter flight with Dan Air and from Beaufort House with my discharge book for a waiter. So I'd only done 2 weeks on Canberra because I signed off. I hated it. Yeah. I thought, you know how P&O, when you go for that interview, they said it's fantastic, it's 5-star service, everything's fantastic. And then I get there, and the first 2 weeks, and the first day, the people ripping the cutlery off my table. There's my cutlery goes into the dishwasher; it never comes out. Of course, like you guys, I soon learned that you've got to bung the plate man money to keep all your cutlery together. And I thought to myself, Pino told me this was 5-star service. And I was in the aft restaurant on Canberra. My tables were about 1.5 miles from the galley, because they always put you the newies.
Yeah, right at the end.
Right at the end. They tell you nothing.
Yeah.
They absolutely, the head waiter told me nothing. And it was like dog eat dog. And I hated it.
Was it Corky? Was Corky the head waiter?
I can't remember who it was. It was April 74. The ship had just come back from the world voyage. I think it had just come back from the...
I must have taken your bloody station, honestly. Seriously, I joined in July 74. Right. I did a bellboy's job in the restaurant the first cruise, although I was a rating age. I did a bellboy's job in the restaurant the first, which was filling up the big soup, tureen, which was the size of Martin's bloody swimming pool.
Yeah.
It was a massive bloody great tank. And then you had to fill up and replenish the sweet trolley, which was like a 3-tiered, little
I remember
truck,
that.
And it was a mad chaos. But then the trip after, they gave me, he said, all right, we're going to promote you. I thought, flipping heck, this is great, so I went bloody winging. He said, right, your station's table number so-and-so. And I was going further and further down the Burma road. And I thought, bloody hell, I'm getting near the propellers now. And it was getting further and further. And we literally the very last tables out of the restaurant.
Well, I think I had your section.
Furthest away from the galley. Oh, for God's sake,
And those doors, I think it was revolving doors.
They were yeah.
I could never get the hang of that.
Yeah. You have to go you have to go in the same direction, Bobo.
Well, that's probably what I went wrong. So a few times I had the main courses and they're all over the place. And I will never forget that first trip. 2 weeks and in this little cabin that was, because, you're not used to having, you've got a big bedroom, you go into this cabin. I was with this, you might know this guy. He was an American guy, very small guy, a gay guy. He'd been on Canberra for a while. He would have been well known. He was a short American guy. I forget what his name was. I shared a cabin with him. But the cabin, so dark, no window. I was claustrophobic. Actually, it was a horrific experience.
Yeah.
And then I signed off and then waited on standby. And then I got, it was great because for 2 weeks I did nothing. I was down to the pub every night getting paid.
Then you joined me on the Oriana, Bobo.
No. I went to Arcadia then.
Okay.
And then I did a few ships before Oriana.
Yeah.
I did Arcadia, and then my favorite ship was Oronze. But Arcadia, when I got there, flew all that way. I've told the story before, but I didn't have, I was going for a waiter again. And then the first sign was the hotel in Vancouver. The Arcadia was late. I didn't get up until lunchtime. So it was about 1 o'clock in the morning. We all got there. I think it was about 4 hotels that they put us all in. I was in the second bus. And we all got in. They all lined up to the desk, as you do, to get your room. And then I'd give my name, and the girl behind the counter's, reception's looking, Johnston. It was me and another guy. I don't know. I wish I could remember the name of the guy. But they didn't have a room for us. We weren't on the list. So the agent, they said, sit over there. And me and this other guy sat there. And then they just were wondering what to do. And in the end, they said the only room was got the bridal suite. So literally, I'm not without a word of a lie. This guy and I shared a room, shared the bridal suite together. So there was a mini bar there. So it was so funny. And then the next problem was got to the ship, sign on in the ballroom as you do. Johnston, I had all the joining instructions, the pay rate, and then they couldn't find me there. And they said, oh, Mr. Johnston, there's been a slight problem. I said, well, what's a slight problem? We haven't got a job for you. I said, what do you mean you haven't got a job? I've flown all this way. And they said, okay, son, we've got 2 options. One option is we send you back. You can stay the night in a hotel. We'll fly you back to London. Number 2, I've got this job. And he was trying to, obviously, they were short of one guy for cinema attendant. So he sold it quite well, this officer. He says, it's a great little job. You can enjoy this, blah, blah, blah. And I said, what's this cinema attendant thing? Well, you'll find out. Basically, I thought, well, I'm here. And it was a long trip because it was about 7 months, I think. And then they said, yeah. So I said, okay, I'll take it. And then when I found out, well, actually, I quite enjoyed it because I was with the Georgie guy, Barry. He was the projectionist.
Oh, blimey. Yeah. Barry. He came on the Sun Contest.
Oh, he was
our guy, Dave. Yeah. I got a picture of him.
Yeah.
Oh, he is a great guy. Georgie guy is a great guy. And his relief was a South African guy, projectionist.
Right.
Anyway, I got on really well with Barry. Barry and I were quite good mates because when I found out what the job was, okay, I thought, this is okay. I'm traveling. What the hell? But I did a lot of gangway duties. Steve, I remember working with you on pontoons sometimes. Did you do Arcadia or were you on Arcadia?
And Arcadia.
Yeah, well, I did a lot of those. I know Steve and I were on once together because we had these big coats we used to wear. But anyway, I did it and I had fun. But Barry was funny. Sometimes he'd nearly fall asleep when it was time to change the reel, and there was a little cue dot, John, wasn't there, to change the reel.
Dave, can you tell Bobo his allotted time is up?
Okay, that's it. Story.
Actually, talking about projectionists, Pete, do you remember George the Thirst on the Sea Princess?
Yeah.
The projectionist.
Very well,
He was always pissed, and he used to fall asleep in the projection box, but he always woke up just before the reel change.
No.
It was amazing. Yeah.
It's incredible. Yeah.
Well, he was timed. He knew.
Yeah. No, another thing. I was talking to Adrian Smith the other day. On the West Coast, do you remember anyone called Mark Goddard, who was the slot machine guy?
Mark Goddard.
I believe it was PP and Royal he was on.
Right.
But Adrian seems to think he was a bellboy on Arcadia, and he was on a Ronze as well. Obviously not as slot machine guy, because there wasn't one on Arcadia or a Ronze.
No.
There was a slot machine guy on Arcadia. Definitely,
sure?
but it wasn't. Yeah, his name wasn't Mark Goddard.
I thought the radio officers looked after it, and they had the girls doing the change.
No, because we once we started Alaskan cruising, they put someone on. It became.
What was he from America?
That's a good point. He might have been. He might have been.
Because when Arcadia went, there was no one on there then, because we were obviously. When it was Aussie cruising.
When it was Alaskan cruising in '74, I think that they definitely had a separate person to look after the slots, and it wasn't the radio officer. They changed it by then.
Was his name Frank?
Frank? Could have, don't know. Oh, there was a guy called Fred on there. I remember him. But Mark Goddard, do you remember him as a bellboy, Steve?
When Arcadia came to Aussie cruising to Sydney in '75, there was no slots then. There was no slots guy then.
No, I don't think there was ever one on Arcadia. When I joined in '74, there was a guy already on Himalaya, and I'm sure his name was Frank. And then I was on Oriana, and then they manned Canberra. And I took over from a guy on Canberra that they got rid of him. Believe it or not, he was always pissed.
Never.
No. And now Alan Hell, the purser, got me off the Oriana to go there. But no, this Mark Goddard, Adrian's found he was on a Facebook group, something old cruise ships, but I'm sure he said something about he'd been on Arcadia and a Ronze, and Adrian seemed to think he was a bellboy on Arcadia when he was on there, so that would have been back way before that.
That was early '70s. Adrian was there.
Yeah,
wasn't he? 1970, I think.
Adrian was there the time I joined in '73, and I see by his Facebook page he was on there for 6 years.
Yeah,
I think
he joined in '70.
Adrian was a bellboy on there, I think you'll find.
Yeah, so he must have joined in the late '60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was only about 16 when he joined.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Just a feely there.
Woo! Don't go down that road.
Did I hear anybody mention something about a plaque the other day? A plaque.
A what?
A plaque.
A plaque.
Somebody said they'd seen a plaque, and no.
Reference to what, for Taffy?
I don't know, and it just made me look at my bedroom wall, and I got a nice plaque up there. I don't know. I might have shown it to you, but carry on with the conversation. I'll get the plaque.
Yeah.
I'm going to go because I want to get up and watch Leeds and Forest. So
all the best, Johnny.
Yeah.
All right, Colonel.
All right, Johnny.
Good job.
Take care, Johnny.
See you later.
Don't forget to make sure you dim the music.
Oh,
yeah. see Blackpool Bob's coming in. Can you let him in?
Oh, is he? Oh, is he? Who let the dogs in? Hang on. There he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
I'm going to go, guys.
Morning.
Oh,
Brad, did you say morning, Bob? Morning, Bob. Brad, are you leaving the building?
Hey, Bob. How are you feeling?
Good.
You getting better, I hope.
Are you going to go and have something to eat, Brad?
I've got a bunch of pills to take.
Start chewing, mate. Start chewing.
Oh.
All the best.
It's all good.
All right, Brad.
All right.
Cheers.
Take care,
Brad.
Brad.
Bye. Take care,
Take
mate.
care,
Take
Brad.
care.
Fortnight.
Cheers. Cheers.
Yeah.
Take care.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Right.
Just in time, eh?
Yes, just in
Just in
time.
time.
Only just,
Cheers,
Bob.
Bob. Bob,
Yeah.
Bob, you look very smart. Nice haircut.
I just got
Yeah.
out the shower. I just got out the shower. I didn't think I was going to be in time. So here we are.
Yeah, no, looking good. We've
Yeah.
already talked about you, so you've got your time, no chance to.
Well, I hope it was.
yourself.
I hope it was good.
Yeah. Anyway, are all the additions to the family all good?
Yeah, we took them to the vets yesterday morning. They wormed. They had to get wormed, and yeah, they're all good. Yeah.
And Daisy, is she all right?
Yes.
Oh, bless her, flipping heck. And Steve Watsey has shown us the picture of their 8-week-old Groodle, isn't it, Steve?
Groodle.
Groodle.
I sent you the photo, Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Looked
Yeah.
like Daisy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 I sent you that photo.
That's right. You did. Yeah. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
just like Daisy, exactly the same as Daisy looked when she was young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got those sort of teddy bear eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got pups? Have you?
No, my daughter just bought that one. She
right.
she just she lives at Olympic Park around near the Olympic Stadium and
Okay. Yeah.
in an apartment, and she just bought this little 8-week-old pup.
All right.
Yeah, a miniature Groodle, they call it. Yeah.
Groodle. What's that cross
Groodle.
with then?
Golden Retriever poodle.
Ah, right. Okay. I've not heard that
Should
one
be,
before.
should be a greyhound and a poodle, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she's got very long legs. Very good.
And she can half run.
Yeah. So, so Bob, we've just been chatting about Fruity's been giving us a bit about the slot machine guys.
Operator.
Now, what's the slot machine operator? Isn't that somebody who
That's
just
what-
gambles? Is that?
That's what they were called.
It was.
Did they,
That was our title, FMO, fruit machine operator.
Yeah.
fruit machine
Yeah.
operator.
Yeah.
Flipping heck.
By the way, let me interrupt you because I've got that invitation thing from what's his name, Derek Fuchs.
Oh,
David
yeah.
Fuchs.
Yeah.
Dave
Dave
Hughes.
Now,
Fuchs.
do I have to download that and print it out, or can
No,
you just,
download it, Bob.
yeah?
Fill it in, type it all in, right, and then save it, and then send it back to him on an email.
Oh, fucking hell.
Or do-
Right.
Tell you what, Bob, your best bet, just print it, fill it in and send it to him in the post.
Yeah, I think that would be the easiest one to me.
But he prefers the money, if possible, done by a bank transfer.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah, we do that. Do we do
Yeah.
that? Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So, but there are obviously, hopefully, there are a few of us on the screen at this moment going to be going. And I hope, Bobbo, will you be back in the UK in May for that one?
Yes.
But are you coming
yes, I
May
will,
the
yes.
19th?
What is it? May 19th.
Yeah.
I'll have to have a look. I mean, I don't
Have
know
have a look on it. And
how to go. Yeah. Okay.
Bob, I could probably do that form for you and email it back to you.
Pardon?
I could probably do that form for you if you wanted and
Yes,
email
do.
it back to you.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, by all means. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think what it wants on there. I need I'll tell you what, can you message me your address? I think
Yeah.
I've got your email address. And then
Right.
I'll download it, do it, and email it back to you, and then you can forward it to him.
Right. Okay.
That's a good option. Or maybe what I could do it, send it to you. You have a look at it, make sure it's right.
Yeah.
And if it is, I'll email it for you to him.
Thank you very much. You're very kind.
All right.
Yes. Yeah. And I just transfer the money to his account. Yeah.
yeah.
That P&O pensioners account. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. That's easy. Yeah.
But what's upsetting me is that on the the sheet, on the paperwork, it does say who you would like to sit with or not sit with. Now, what's worrying me is that there won't actually be anybody that wants to sit with me. And
I'll sit with you, Dave. Yeah.
Oh,
What about
thanks,
what
Bob.
about Pat? What about Pat?
No, exactly. Pat was the first one who said, "I don't want to sit next to you."
Dave, are you definitely going?
Sorry,
Dave, are you definitely going this year then?
Yes. I won't be because there's no rivers this year, so I've got no commitment to not be able to go. So
Bob, shall I just put you down with Dave Inge and Steve Walker then?
Yeah. Sure.
Actually, Bob says you better hold it at that.
Are you playing in the golf? Are you playing in the golf match, Fruity?
No. Are you playing golf as well, Bob?
Well, I did think about it, but not if I don't know anybody. No.
I haven't played for so long. My arthritis, I just can't do it.
Oh well, I went down to the driving range the other day. It's first time I hit a ball for 9 months and came off. I thought my fucking back had broken.
Well, wait till you get older, Bob.
All right, yeah.
Don't start talking about age again, David.
Even, so anyway, that Stephen mowing Watsy, that was a lovely picture. We just got a glimpse of the new with your granddaughter. With what's the name of the puppy?
Trafford.
Trafford? Did he come from Manchester?
Trafford, she called him, yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. Old Trap, bloody hell. Where lovely.
Oh, yeah.
I'll remember that one.
Oh, wonderful. Flipping great.
I've got one with my Bella with Daisy, Winston, and one of the puppies, but I don't know how to put them on this thing. So I'll have to take a course in it. Yeah.
That's so.
Bob. As you can see, Bob, I don't know how to either. I only get half of it.
She looks just like Daisy, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
She does.
Yeah. Very
He
much.
does.
He is it?
He.
All right.
Go. And I've got a question for BBC Pete.
Yep.
Where's that black smoke sailing through?
Right. That's paying off.
Arcadia's last trip.
Go
Going
on.
under the bridge, the engineers opened up the funnels and all that and completely covered the Sydney Harbour Bridge with the smoke from the engines. I believe P&O got really heavily fined for doing it.
They did.
Yeah.
That hit all the newspapers in Sydney. That I watched that sail out from the Opera House that day, and they got absolutely caned.
Of course they would. Linking it as black as black, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I think somebody told the engineers it was some sort of tradition that any ship that had its paying off final trip leaving Sydney always did it. Always did it.
And they believed them.
Yeah,
They believe.
I think it was you that told them, Bobo.
In fact, Taffy was actually stood up on the Sydney Harbour Bridge when that was taken, and look what happened to his face. You know,
Yeah, that's right.
he's still covered in it.
Mind you, the Aronze was just as bad. The black smoke that used to come out of the funnel of Aronze as well.
That was when she was tied up.
That was. She was awful.
That was in dry dock.
Yeah. You'd be serving drinks on the deck with your white shirt on, and you come back, it's all black.
Yeah. Oh dear. Still, and so as far as hands up, so Watsy, you're not coming over to UK this year, are you?
No, I don't think I'm going to make it. No.
Do you think maybe in 2024?
Possible. Depends on my sister. My sister's talking about coming out here.
Right.
So obviously, if she came here, I don't go there. But yeah, we're due a visit to, one of us are due a visit to each other.
You a meet up, yeah.
Yeah. She's like you lot. She's 70 this year too.
A youngster, eh?
That's interesting, isn't it? Flipping heck. Yeah, there's a lot of people are 70 this year, Bob.
Yeah.
Do you remember yours?
I do indeed. Yes, I was in Spain. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
God, and what was it? Was it a mate specifically out there to celebrate, or were you?
No, I was when I was living there.
Oh my God!
I lived there for 14 years.
That's unbelievable. So, what years were you over there, Bob?
2004 to 2018.
Where was that, Bob?
Yeah, Almeria. Right down south in the desert.
Shoot.
Okay. And what did you do out there?
What did I do? Fuck all.
Golf.
Same as you do now. And the same as you did before.
Correct, yeah.
I had 3 days in Almeria, on my last run out.
Yeah.
Very interesting place. And the
Almeria City is good, yeah.
Yeah.
How far were you from Cass and Beryl then, Bob?
About 40 minutes drive, just down. They were a bit further north than me.
Yeah, I went and saw them when I was on a cruise on.
Yeah, I know, they told me, yeah.
Yeah,
I keep sending them messages trying to get him on here, but he never answers me.
Who was that, Bob?
Cass.
Who's that?
Oh,
Cass.
Cass and Bob, Malcolm Castleton and Auntie B.
Yeah. Beryl, that's it. Cass and Beryl, yeah.
Yeah, she always answers. He never answers anything. And when I phoned up, it's her that answers the phone. I don't know whether she's hiding him from me or what, but.
But Rob, does Cass's partner, is she the same lady that was on the Oriana with him?
That's
from
the one.
Australia?
Yeah.
That's the one, yeah.
Auntie B, we used to call her.
Yeah. Because I worked with Cass up in the Lookout Bar, and she used to sit on the stool there with my girlfriend while we were working. And if you send me his email, I'd like to send him a message sometime. Maybe
I can give it. I can send it to you. I don't know what it's B and the Cass.
If you send it to me, that's the best.
I don't know what it's Gmail or Hotmail or whatever it is, but
no, I've got it as well, but I can't remember. I'll have a look and see what it is.
Yeah, you want to get onto him?
If somebody could send it to me, I'd like to get in touch with him again.
She phoned me up just before Christmas, and it was all doom and gloom. But she won't let me talk to him. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's B and Cass at Hotmail.
She's really old. She's really old, Beryl. She's older than me.
Flipping heck, Bob.
Yeah.
We'll have to get her on. We've never seen anyone that old.
Fucking hell. You won't want her on this.
Taffy, they are actually married. They're not just partners.
No, they're married, yeah.
Good enough,
they are married, yeah.
You probably know her their daughter. What's her name? Well, there's two, isn't there? There's
I don't know any of the family. I met Cass's son once, but I never met anything.
I didn't know they had a son. I didn't know she had a son too.
Did the daughter work on the ferries? Did the daughter?
Yeah,
apparently so. Yeah.
I dealt with her.
Cass has a son.
There's Paula.
It was Paula.
Paula's the one who prefers gentlemen of colour.
Oh, really?
He better edit that out.
Hang on, you haven't said what colour. We are all a colour, all right?
Is this what misogyny is?
Yeah, we'll throw that in as well. Yeah,
Miss who?
The other daughter.
Miss who?
Actually, I'm sure the other daughter was at sea as well. Lou.
No, I don't know. I met her first. She came with the Cass to my pub.
What, the one where I met you, Bob?
Yeah, no, the other one, the Black Horse. Right. And they weren't married then. I think he'd not long met her. That was, Christ. When I got to the Black Horse, 1980, when I first met her. And they weren't married then. And I lost touch with them for a long time. Then I met them again when I was in Spain. I found out where they were in Spain and we met up again. And we had quite a long, used to see each other quite often. And then since I came back, it's very hard to get hold of him. I can't get hold of him.
No.
Just her, So there we go.
Yeah, still. Okay, well now, boys, look, I better put the traffic lights up. It is coming up to the proverbial.
The witching hour.
But for those of you, I know, I always say it, and I know Watsy will probably be up in the middle of the night washing his hands. So do come on in. But for where are we now? Bobo, will you be able to make it tonight?
Yep, I'll be in.
That's wonderful news. Right, here's the traffic lights. That was it. Great.
You keep taking the pills, mate. Yeah, it'll be all right.
Bob, when we go offline, can you send me your address on Messenger?
Have I got your email address?
Well, send it on Messenger.
All right, okay.
Or WhatsApp, one or the other.
Yeah. All right.
Definitely. All right. All right, boys. Well, look, good to see you. And Watsy, good seeing you down under. And the other Stephen, obviously, CBD. And just keep smoking that funnel, Pete. All right?
Yep.
We'll see you this evening, then, boys.
Okay. Bye. See you tonight.
Nico sanna kodoe na mataka.
At the end of the voyage as Bureau bellboy, there was a shuffle round of bellboy jobs, and I found myself in the job I hated the most, galley boy. Cleaning chop covers, pots and pans was not my thing, and I hated the hot and smelly job. The evil second steward knew I hated it, and every time he passed through the galley, he smirked at me and said, "Enjoying yourself, Bells?" and went off chuckling at his witty little quip. I knew I was doomed to be kept down in the galley forever, to amuse this devil with 3 silver stripes who controlled my destiny. So imagine my surprise when late one afternoon I was told to report to the second steward's office. "Ah, Bells, there you are," he greeted me in a friendly fashion. I immediately got suspicious and wondered what horrors were about to be inflicted on me for his amusement. "Tell me, would you like a change of job? You don't seem very happy in the galley." Of course, I smelled a rat, but cautiously allowed that I would prefer other employment. "How would you like your old job back as Bureau bellboy?" he asked. So I said it would suit me fine, wondering what the catch was and how I was to be fooled. And it wasn't even April Fool's Day. "Well then, go and change into uniform and report to Mr. Pollard, the senior assistant purser in the bureau, as his present bellboy has not worked out and his going to do galley boy, and Mr. Pollard has particularly asked for you. So I reported to the Bureau, and Maxie Pollard said to me, Oscar, remember the little incident a few months ago when the Gestetner machine played up and you and Mr. Rutter managed to put it right? Well, Mr. Rutter is on a 2-week course at Leadenhall Street offices for his 2-week cruise, and we have a little problem with the machine. Lights began to dawn in my brain as I realized they were in a mess with the machine, and I could be a hero and save the day. I looked at the machine in the back office with ink everywhere and said, oh no, I don't know if it can be done, but I can try. Everybody left to get ready for dinner and left me to my mucky task. And I duplicated the moves exactly as Dickie and I had done in several months before. A couple of hours later, I was off round the ship delivering the good morning sheet to the officers' cabins, and the bulk of the copies went to the cabin stewards for delivery to the passengers with their morning tea tray. Next day, the senior assistant purser congratulated on my success and said, you really must show one of us how you do that. Under my breath as I walked away, I said to myself, I am never going to do that. For as long as I keep this knowledge to myself, I will always be Bureau Bellboy, and I am not ever going back to that galley again. And do you know, I stayed Bureau Bellboy until I was 18 and got promotion to assistant steward. Well, that's all, folks, for this week. From Oscar. Oh, and always remember,